Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. Today I will explain a topic for the PG course in Environment Sciences, and the name of the topic is Microbial Biotransformation. In this module, I will explain about biotransformation, microbial transformation, microorganisms and their enzymes involved in the transformation, advantages and disadvantages of the microbial transformation, and role of biotransformation in the environment. Now, the main objectives of this chapter are, first one is to familiarize the concept of biotransformation, second one is to study about microbial biotransformation, third one is to familiarize about the enzymes involved in microbial biotransformation, fourth one is to understand the merits and demerits associated with microbial biotransformation, fifth one and the last one is to discuss the role of microbial biotransformation in transforming various compounds and pollutants. Now, starting with the introduction, let's talk about the biotransformation. Biotransformation is the structural modification of a chemical compound by organisms, enzyme systems that lead to the formation of molecules with relatively greater polarity. The chemical process involved in the modification of endogenous or exogenous chemicals into water-soluble chemicals aid in the easy elimination of the toxic or foreign chemicals from the body. Klaus Kieslich in 1984 defined the term biotransformation as chemical reactions by microorganisms or enzymes. To differentiate biotransformation from bioconversion and biodegradation, the definition was later modified to include two major points. First one is substrate used in biotransformation must be a foreign material and at least one product should hold the structure of the parent material. Natural biotransformation mechanisms are catalyzed by enzymes in the liver and other tissues. However, the natural transformation process is slow, non-specific and less productive. Now, biotransformation reactions catalyzed by microbes are called as microbial biotransformation, which was developed to acclimatize to environmental changes, making them useful in several biotechnological processes. The most significant aspect of biotransformation is that it maintains the original carbon skeleton after obtaining the products. Biotransformations can also be used to synthesize compounds or materials where synthetic approaches are challenging. Moreover, microbial transformations are carried out in mild conditions, high residue and stereospecificity. Biotransformation results in the generation of derivatives that are difficult to be prepared by chemical or any other means. Now, coming to the microbial transformation. In microbial transformation, various microorganisms have been used with considerable success in biotechnological applications and in chemical industries. They possess the capability to enzymatically modify a wide range of organic compounds. Microbial biotransformation is the process of harnessing the microbial enzymes to catalyze the conversion of organic compounds into structurally related products. In other words, microbial biotransformation deals with microbial conversion of a substrate into a product with limited number of enzymatic reactions. This process is in contrast to fermentation process, which often is complex and involves large number of reactions. Targeted microbial biotransformation have emerged only in the 19th century, where the microbial enzymes have been exploited and great advantages have been made in the transformation of several reactions that have industrial applications. So, for example, yeast-mediated transformations have been extensively and commonly used for the production of bread, dairy products and alcoholic beverages. Microbial transformation offers many advantages over the conventional chemical methods. Many types of chemical reactions such as oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis, condensation, isomerization, formation of new carbon-carbon bonds, synthesis of chiral compounds and reversal of hydrolytic reactions occur in the presence of microbial biotransformation. Among all these, oxidation, reduction, isomerization and hydrolysis reactions are more commonly observed. In the biotransformation reaction, the conversion time required is dependent on the type of the reaction, the substrate concentration and the microorganism used. A wide variety of biological catalysts are being used for microbial biotransformation reactions. These include growing cells, resting cells, killed cells, immobilized cells, cell-free extracts, enzymes and immobilized enzymes. In most biotransformation reactions, the desired end products are extracellular and may be either in a soluble or suspended state. The biotransformed product can be recovered by techniques such as precipitation by salts, extraction with solvent, adsorption to ion exchanger, etc. The volatile products can be recovered by direct distillation from the medium. Now, coming to table 1 shows the enzymes catalyzing the microbial biotransformation reaction, in which various enzyme groups such as oxidoreductase, transferase, hydrolase, lyase and isomerase are involved in different reactions such as oxidation, reduction and transesterification, etc. to produce potential products which include alcohol, amino acids, carboxylic esters, lactones, etc. Now, coming to table 2. Table 2 illustrates the list of biotransformation reactions, their examples, which is catalyzed by various microorganisms. In this table, type of reactions such as oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis and condensation, examples of their reactions, like in case of reduction process, benzaldehyde is converted into benzyl alcohol and Saccharomyces cerevisiae organism is used. Now, the term biotechnology involves the use of microbial transformation for generating products of interest. Living cells such as bacteria, filamentous fungi, animals, plants, algae, yeast and actinomycetes are used. Microbial cells are ideal choice for biotransformation due to certain reasons like surface volume ratio. Microbial transformation has high surface volume ratio. Growth rate. Higher growth rate of microbial cells reduces the time of biomass transformation. Metabolism rate. Higher rate of the metabolism in microbes lead to efficient transformation of substrate. Sterility. It is easier to maintain sterile conditions when microbes are used. Now, let's talk about the advantages of microbial transformation. For centuries, microbial biotransformation has proved to be an imperative tool in elevating the production of various chemicals used in food, pharmaceuticals, agrochemical and other industries. Microbes have been widely applied for steroid biotransformation to prepare specific derivatives, the production of which is difficult by traditional synthetic methods. In pharmaceutical research and development, biotransformation studies have been extensively applied to investigate the metabolism of compounds using animal models. The microbial biotransformation phenomenon is commonly employed in comparing metabolic pathways of drugs and scaling up the metabolites of interest discovered in these animals models for further pharmacological and toxicological evaluation. Biotransformation is a good solution for environmental problems like degradation of xenobiotics and petroleum hydrocarbons, as they are real threat in recently, and it is also a cost-effective method. Microbial biotransformation aids in easy synthesis of complex molecules. It has been widely used in the industrial production of testosterone and estrogen. Transformations are carried out with very efficient biocatalysts and are environmentally acceptable. Biocatalyst operates under mild conditions of ambient temperature 20 to 40 degrees Celsius, atmospheric pressure and at or near neutral pH in the range of 5 to 8. As biocatalyst incompatible, several biotransformation reactions can be performed in a one flask. It is applicable for the sequential reactions using multi-enzyme system, as the isolation of unstable intermediates can be omitted. As biocatalyst is compatible, several biotransformation reactions can be performed in one flask. It is applicable for the sequential reactions using multi-enzyme system, as the isolation of unstable intermediates can be omitted. They showed specific selectivity, chemoselectivity, regioselectivity, and enantioselectivity. selectivity. Biocatalyst can carry out reactions which is not possible through conventional chemical synthesis or not economically feasible by traditional chemical synthesis. Biotransformations are producing a nature-like biodegradable compounds which is green chemistry. They are widely used in the transformation of various pollutants or a large variety of compounds including hydrocarbons, pharmaceutical substances, and metals. Apart from the advantages, biotransformation has some disadvantages, such as biocatalysts require narrow operation parameters. If a reaction proceeds slowly under given parameters, there is only a narrow scope of alteration, as it leads to deactivation of the enzyme or protein. Biocatalyst reaction shifting from one aqueous medium to organic medium is most of the time not feasible and reduces its activity. Biocatalyst displays its highest catalytic activity in aqueous condition, which is the least desired solvent for most of the organic compound. Many biocatalytic reactions are prone to substrate or product inhibition, which cause the enzyme or whole cells to cease to work at together substrate or product concentrations. Now, let's talk about the enzymes. Enzymes as a biocatalyst are provided by nature in one enantiomer form and sensitive to environmental extremes of temperature, pH, etc. Some biocatalysts may cause allergies. Application of microbial biotransformation, transformation of steroids and sterol steroids are a class of natural products that is widely distributed throughout the nature. They are present in bile salts, adrenal, cortical, and sex hormones, insect molting hormones, cephogenins, alkaloids, and some antibiotics. All steroids have the same basic structure, a cyclopentanoperhydrophenanthrin, which consists of 4 fused rings. Steroid molecule has several asymmetrical centers, and it makes the total synthesis of steroid very difficult. Testosterone was the first steroid to be produced by microbial biotransformation from dehydroepiandrosterone by using Corynebacterian species. The process of microbial biotransformation of steroid increases its biological activity. Example, cortisone is an anti-inflammatory drug prescribed for rheumatoid arthritis and skin diseases. Structural modification of the cortisone molecule by incorporating a 1O2 double bond in a ring A to produce prednisone markedly enhances its anti-inflammatory effect. Transformation of non-steroid compounds, dihydroxyacetone, is widely used in lotions and cosmetics. Gluconobacter melanogenus and acetic acid bacteria is used in the microbial transformation of glycerol from dihydroxyacetone. Prostaglandins are unsaturated fatty acids that have a lot of medical significance with wide applications as contraceptive, alleviating pain during childbirth, treatment of congenital heart failure, and digestive diseases. Prostaglandins can be produced from unsaturated fatty acids by microbial transformation by Cryptococcus neoformans, a pathogenic fungi. L-ascorbic acid, an antioxidant with wide application, is synthesized by synthesis through microbial conversion carried out by Acetobacter suboxidans. Now, transformation of antibiotics. Microbial transformation of existing antibiotics has been done with aim of developing new modified and improved antibiotics, which contain many qualities like reduced toxicity, broad antimicrobial spectrum, enhanced oral absorption, less resistant to allergic effects. In most cases, any transformation step causes a partial or complete inactivation of antibiotic. Now coming to the indirect transformation. In controlled biosynthesis, altered antibiotics are produced in the presence of inhibitors or modified precursors in the medium. Direct transformation. In case of direct transformation, hydrolysis of the functional group lead to inactivation of the antibiotics. Now, let's talk about the transformation of pesticides in the environment. Microbial transformation is of the interest not for the production of new active agents, but for the greatest possible detoxification of the environment. Use of pesticides for the control of plant disease and pests is necessary for improving the agriculture production. Pesticides are compound with high stability and used for the vector control programs, but this stability has a negative effect on the environment. Detoxification and removal of xenobiotics from ecosystem can be accomplished by enzymatic conversions. Metabolism. Xenobiotics can serve as substrate for microbial growth and energy production. Complete breakdown of some substrates to carbon dioxide and water. Now coming to the co-metabolism. Co-metabolism normally causes slight modification of the molecules, which may result in either a decrease or an increase in toxicity. Microorganisms involved in it do not obtain energy from the transformation reactions and require another substrate for the growth. Complete breakdown of compound can be achieved through the combined action of different organisms. For example, dehalogenation reactions are important co-metabolism reactions which may make pesticide molecules accessible for further breakdown. Compounds with complicated structure and high degree of halogenation are not easily attacked by microorganisms. For example, chlordecone, a hexachlorocyclopentadiene derivative, is a potent, excellent insecticide that cannot be easily transformed. Now, transformation of pollutants. Recently, biotransformation of various pollutants using microorganisms have garnered attention to clean up the polluted environment. Catabolic diversity of microbes have been utilized for the bioremediation of a huge range of compounds including polyaromatic hydrocarbons, pharmaceutical substances, radionuclides, hydrocarbons and polychlorinated biphenyls. Main disturbing trend is the toxicity threat these pollutants pose to the public health. Although most organisms have detoxify ability, microbes, especially bacteria, has an important part to play in the process. High growth rate, metabolic diversity and horizontal gene transfer help them to grow and adjust according to the ever-changing environmental conditions. Both aerobic as well as anaerobic bacterial genera are found to be associated with the biotransformation of wide range of xenobiotic chemicals. Here some of the examples of aerobic bacteria, which includes Bacillus, Pseudomonas, Rhodococcus, Gorondia, Micrococcus, while in case of anaerobic bacteria, which includes Desulfovibri, Methanocita, and in case of Microbacterium vacca, have been demonstrating the capabilities to catabolize acetone, cyclohexane, styrene, benzene, ethylbenzene, propylbenzene, dioxane and 1,2-dichloroethylene. Pseudomonas and Bacillus degrade PCB very efficiently. Some strains of Pseudomonas, Acetobacter and Klebsiella have also been able to biofix carcinogenic azocompounds. Pseudomonas BCB121 and BCB123 have exceptional degradation capabilities of low ethoxylated NP-NEO, non-phenol polyethoxylates. Anaerobic methanogens are mainly involved in the degradation of phthalate compound. In petroleum biotransformation, major concerns these days is the hydrocarbon contamination resulting from the activities related to the petrochemical industry release. The main source of soil and water pollution. Petroleum oil is a carcinogenic and neurotoxic for all living forms. Bioremediation using microorganisms is the most efficient method to detoxify the pollutants because it leads to complete mineralization and is cost effective. Many aquatic and marine microflora, bacteria, yeast and fungi have been shown to play an important role in the biodegradation of oil spills by breaking down oil contaminants into non-toxic forms. Bacterial genera such as Rhodococcus, Pseudomonas, Arthropacter and Mycobacterium are active degraders of alkyl aromatic degradation of petroleum hydrocarbons. Bacterial genera namely Corynebacterium, Flavobacterium, Pseudomonas, Klebsiella, Aspergillus, Penicillin have been identified to play an important role in the bioremediation of oil spills. At the end of this module, we have learned about the concept of biotransformation and microbial transformation of various enzymes involved in microbial biotransformation, merits and demerits of microbial biotransformation, microbial biotransformation of pesticides, pollutants, petrol, steroids and non-steroids and antibiotics. Dear students, I hope this session would have given you an insight into the topic. Thank you very much.